Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, you guys. Oh, look. What's a shadow? The sun's coming up. And it's such a beautiful day. The family just went for a swim. And I thought I'd take this moment to do my morning reading and maybe a little talk. We'll see. I woke up at 3 in the morning, and it's so beautiful here. And I'm in a tent. I slept in a tent with my son last night. Wow. And I crawled out of the tent at 3 in the morning, and the stars were so amazing. Oh, just amazing. 3 o'clock is a very special time. It seems to be a very special time in the day. And I had such an experience of presence of it's so hard to know what to call it. Our beliefs have a lot of concepts for God, and at 3 in the morning, it was just everything. It was everything. I got back in the tent and I laid there for a couple of hours and just felt the amazingness of the experience of allness, oneness, isness, that, the one. It was amazing. I had an amazing experience. I'm so grateful. And I really went to gratitude last night. Just such gratitude last night. Oh, and really woke up laughing today. I just woke up laughing, and it was a gratitude laugh. It is a gratitude laugh. It really is. Oh my gosh. But in this space, last night, somewhere, I finally fell asleep maybe around 5-ish, but in that couple of hours of just blissful connection, blissful, not even connection, blissful oneness, no separation. I thought of others, the thought of others. Hi, Jason. Hi. My daughter, who was in another tent, and my son, who was beside me, and I see that there's, that this oneness, this universal oneness is so close. It's so right there beside us, and yet we're attached. We're attached to our beliefs. We're attached to fear. We're attached to doubt. We're attached to this idea of separate me. And hi, Gordon. And so I recognized that as I was in this space, this oneness space, this amazing, blissful, awakened space, that there is no fear, there is no doubt, there is no separation, there is no sadness. There truly is a realization of that nothing is out of place. Nothing is out of place, and that that life is exactly as it's meant to be in each moment. And I've often listened to Muji, and Muji says that everybody in their time will awaken. If you're interested, if that's your thing, awesome. If there's a pull towards, this connection, this oneness, this. Many of us say we're on the path, and I don't believe there is a path. There is no path. It's a, the path is a kind of a made up thing that we, this path to awakening or path. It's not a path. It is now. There is no where to go. There's no distance to travel. There's no time to put in to have this experience, because it's right here. We're already in it. It's just realizing it. So my suggestion is to use your fear, use your doubt, use your complaint as a tool to awaken. So become conscious in each moment. When you have anger, drop into it. It's like, oh, there it is. And we use them to become aware, or to become conscious, and to recognize how attached we are to whatever it is that's going on. Usually with fear, we're like, oh, we want something to be a certain way, and it's not coming the way we want, or a fear that we're going to lose something. Now, I just want to talk about fear for a second, because fear is an emotionalized thought. So, like if you've ever had fear of losing your job, and then you lose your job. Now, it's hard to say whether, you kind of had a premonition and that you were going to lose your job, or if the fear itself actually created it. Now, most of the teachings tell us that the fear actually creates it. That in the 12-step world, it says that fear brings about circumstance that we didn't want or need. Or, obviously we needed it or would happen, but, it's fear is really the enemy, not to be pushed away, but to be asked to have removed. So especially use fear to turn to God, or turn to higher power, turn to the one. When we have fear, in their 12-step book, it says we ask God to remove our fear. Boom. So use fear at each moment to bring us to the one. And and the same with anger. When we have anger about anything or anybody, just use anger to bring us to spirit, to God, to the one, to the boss. Say, please remove my anger. Show me how I can be of service, so I can be helpful. And so anger can be used to bring us there. And the same with complaint. Complaint's like a judgment. Complaint is saying, I know better than what's happening, and we really truly accept life on life's terms, complaint disappears. And so when we see ourselves in complaint about anything, or gossip about anything, just let it go and turn to this higher power and ask to have it removed. And we become free. Imagine we were just free of those few things: fear, anger, complaint. Let's throw in sadness. Sadness, I guess, is also a reaction to something that we're saying we don't know, or we're thinking it was wrong, or it was a mistake, or, And in our world right now, many of those things are on the personal level, are kind of endorsed. We're told that it's okay to be angry. We're told that it's okay to be sad. Or we're told that it's okay to complain, I guess. So anyway, just to be free of those things is the deal. And gratitude brings us closer to our higher power. I say all the time, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. Just, that's the freedom trip. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, and so do it, play along with some of these things and watch how you're lifted up. Watch how you're lifted up. It's beautiful. And in our 12 steps, the recovery program, it's a beautiful set of tools Hey, Jennifer. Hi, people. I'm down here camping with Emily and Luke, Kickaman Creek. It's beautiful. And their mom, Linda, and her husband, Bruce. What a beautiful time to be here. I rode my motorcycle down here yesterday. I'm so grateful to be alive, to be on the planet at this time. We're all so fortunate, aren't we? All so fortunate. So I think it is, I'm not sure. I think it's the 18th of August. Is it the 18th of August? Hey, you guys, I think it is. Tell me. I'm going to do the reading. So, freedom. I can't wait till the fall. We're going to start meeting again and to talk about freedom. Talk about freedom from, the prison of our beliefs. Our idea that life is somehow not treating us right. Such bullshit. Such bullshit. Here we go. On the freedom trail. Not that there's a trail, but Oh, here we go. August 18th. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We, it says, of agnostic temperament, have found that as soon as we're able to lay aside prejudice and express even a willingness to believe in a higher power, or a power greater than ourselves, we commence to get results. Yes. This is right out of the big book of AA. We commence to get results, even though it is impossible for any of us to fully define or comprehend that power. So that's the thing. That is the deal. It is impossible for any of us to fully define or comprehend that power, which we call God. God, the idea is a concept, and it's impossible for us to fully define or comprehend that power, which we call God. As soon as a man or woman can say that he or she believes, that she does believe, or is willing to believe, they are on their way. Just a willingness to believe that there's something greater than yourself in the universe. There's something outside of us. And then, if you're, I don't know, if grace allows it, you can move into this place where you become actually one with. So it's no longer a belief. It's no longer a belief, it's a knowing. It's an experience, a spiritual experience. It's beautiful. Upon this simple cornerstone, a wonderful, effective spiritual structure can be built. That's a cornerstone of willingness. So you don't have to define it. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to be able to explain it. It's just a willingness. Am I willing, it says, to depend on a power that I cannot fully define or comprehend? That's the beauty, guys. Bill Wilson said it so beautifully. Okay, August 18th, meditation of the day. We seek God's presence. We seek God's presence, and they who seek shall find. Yes, that's the deal. That is the deal. That's what we're saying. It's not a question of searching as much as an inner consciousness of the divine spirit in your heart. Yeah, wow. To realize God's presence, you must surrender to His will in the small as well as the big things of life. Nice. This makes God's guidance possible. Some things separate you from God. Some things separate you from God, yes. Like fear, anger, guilt, shame, yes. A false word, a fear-inspired failure, a harsh criticism, a stubborn resentment. These are the things that put a distance between your mind and God. A word of love, a selfless consideration, a kind act of helpfulness. These bring God closer. Beautiful. So it's given us a recipe. It's beautiful, just in that one little paragraph. So sweet. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may think and say and do the things that bring God closer to me. I pray that I may find Him in a sincere prayer, a kind word, or an unselfish deed. Beautiful, guys. After some 40 years of looking, no other way to be free other than to have this connection. Now it's interesting because we can practice those kind words, and we can practice being compassionate, and we can practice, but it's kind of just doing it to something shifts when we feel the connection. We start to really experience the presence of God. Then we're not doing it out of a habit, or doing it out of our own will. It becomes a working part of us, and we just be, that's just who we become. Somebody who wants to look out for others, or somebody who cares, and somebody who experiences the presence of God in each moment. Yes. Okay. Love you guys. That sun just came up so big just now. It's going to be 36 degrees down here today. Imagine. 36 degrees. Yes. Okay. Love you lots. I can't even see the screen on this, but I'm going to hit the finish button. Love you lots. Okay. We'll talk soon. Cheers. Bye.